Hello everyone, my name is Lina Archibald and I run Feltmaking online school simply called Felt with Lina. I'm doing Feltmaking tips every day, one tip. We're still talking about edges. You have 7 tips when I was taking you step by step how to achieve well felted edges, not wavy, more or less straight. It's more organic look here, okay? I'm happy with little tiny dent, not too much. Okay, so this is what I do when I create some items like color or scarves where I'm happy with organic look of edges, okay, but well felted, well presented. Today I'm giving 2 tips in one video, so it's going to be 2 tips number 8 and tips number 9, and we're still talking about edges. Sorry, perhaps too much information. Trust me, it will be useful. And specifically edges when, for example, we create a hat, maybe neck warmer, or garment where edge needs to be holding, how can I say, wearable, if it makes sense, where lots of pressure going on. Like hat, when we put, for example, this hat, this edge which bent, can you see this? It needs to be not stretchy. Why? Because we put hat on and that needs to hold in place, okay? And so that's the idea. So how would I do that? Let me to put hat back and straighten my hair. So for example, the same here in this neck warmer, looks like little skirt. So what I do, it's all in the layout. So you put 3 or 4 rows of wool in parallel of this edge. 3 or 4, I don't know how thick your rows are. I usually divide my rowing by 2 and 3. When I divide by 3, there are finer rowings. Finer rows, I put 4. So let's say around 4 centimeters. Okay, 4 centimeters here, especially here, unexplained difference, this and this. So this is edge I want to stay quite not stretchy, so I put here 4 centimeters, while here I'm okay with this, it's more flexible. I put two rows, so 4 rows or 4 centimeters, 2 rows or around 2 centimeters, okay? This way your edges will stay intact, they should not stretch. This is my tip number 8. So my tip number 9 in this video, guess what I'm making? Let me to pronounce correctly. I'm not sure if it's called French beret or French beret. I think it's beret. Am I right? So this is what I've done here as well. I put 4 rows of wool. It's nearly done, okay? So the last step, what I'll do with the edge, I'll put my gloves. I gather my edge like that. Okay, I'm holding, and then what I'm going to do, so all edges, I'm rubbing, I'm doing like this. Okay, this tip is great when you cut your felt or pre-felt. I did not cut, but what happens, I have lots of fiber, and fiber creating like little teeth, I would say. I want smooth edge, so I'm doing this. But I'm wearing gloves. I'm not rubbing, I'm only holding my beret, but I'm rubbing edges, okay? So then you will have really nice finish edge. So, and a little bit slapping, right? So let's do a little bit slapping. Remember our tip from another. And if this still a little bit escaping, I would turn, corners. There's no corners, but I would turn this beret to another side, and I would do, that's probably tip number 10. I would do this movement, okay? Make sure our edge, this part, the same size as this. Look, this is what I mean. Let me to, so you check, okay? I want the same. That's all. That's tip number 8 and number 9. We're moving to tip number 10, where I'll show you how I achieve straight edges when I create garments, when I need super straight, neat edge around the neck. This is the area where you cannot hide unless you put in scarf around armholes and possibly bottom of our garment. That will be our tip number 10. Thank you so much for attention. All the best. Goodbye.